Alrighty, so I'm not the most excited for this experiment, but I'm sure you guys maybe have already looked into it if you're actually interested in doing it. But I wanted to take a look at these coin dungeons and get a feel for them myself and actually see if they are worth doing. So from my understanding, everyone has said that the gold dungeon is actually pretty good because you get a good quantity of these. This one I'm not as interested in because it's just anvils, but depending on how many anvils, it might be kind of cool. And then this one I'm really not looking forward to because I'd rather not use the platinum coins because I either use them for, you know, super awakening or whatever the case may be. But depending on how many coins I get out of it, and especially evolution pendants, I would be completely okay with spending them if I can get a good quantity of these two items. Whether the difference is going to actually be made up on the Super Awakening coin versus Platinum coin value as far as Super Awakening goes, I really don't think it'll be made up. But there's also engraving stones and hammers, which is kind of cool as well. So we're just going to hop in. We're going to do the Silver Coin Dungeon first. The recommended combat class is this. Unlock time is 1 hour. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the stage really quick. We'll see what we're dealing with here. I think we'll just use my normal farming team. And I guess we'll just watch one run right quick and see how it goes. And then I'll come back with the results after that. So this might take a while. But I don't know. Combat class is kind of low on this one, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. I know that the AI is going to use a Gother card first, which always bothers me, but it is what it is. There's much better cards on my team that I would much rather use first, but hey, the AI is not perfect. So they're actually taking a little bit less damage than I was expecting. Maybe I should try and run this on my own first, just to kind of get a better feel for it, I guess, maybe. I don't know, and then we'll just let it auto over time. Okay. I think I might waste the... yeah, we'll just use those, and then move that. I don't know if this is going to be kind of like the Broken Clock Tower, or not the Broken Clock Tower, but the Super Awakening coin dungeon, where it locks your ultimate gauge or like scales you back a little bit so you can't do it as fast. It is, so that's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's just go for that, and then we'll just hit 2 gold cards and hope that clears it up. Let's see. Well, we're definitely going to kill the side minions. It'll be a miracle if I can kill that middle guy. Oh, okay. Well, not a miracle, but we did it. Gold coin or gold chest right there, so that's pretty interesting. So we got just a bunch of anvils. Okay. And I mean, it's open for an hour. I think you can only do this so many times a week, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I guess we'll just cut here. I'll come back in an hour. Hopefully my game doesn't crash on BlueStacks a whole lot. If it does, I'll just try to switch over to my phone because it's a little bit more reliable. But yeah, we'll just come back after this is done and see the rewards. I'm pretty sure I had 1,400 anvils before I went into this. I probably should have checked that, but yeah, we'll be right back. We'll check in a second. Alrighty, so I'm an idiot. It's only 10 runs per entry like the other dungeons, so it wasn't just like a hey, set it up for an hour and go. So it literally hasn't been too long. Obviously the monsters are a little bit harder to kill than I was expecting, so it did take a bit longer than I was expecting, but I had about 1,400 anvils or so we got roughly like 150-ish. I don't think I had any of, well, no, I already had a couple of these actually. I didn't have any of these, so we got 12 of those. And then I probably already had like 900 to 1,000 of these, and we got a lot of them. So maybe if you just really need to work on equipment or something like that, but 30 coins is quite a few. So I really don't know if I can suggest this one. If you need anvils, just do the anvil dungeon. I know you can only do it like once a week or whatever, but I don't know. That's why I kind of save mine up for when I need them. Then I can kind of just grind them out and do whatever I need to do. So yeah, either way, let's hop into the gold coin dungeon. This one is probably going to be the most interesting for me, at least, just because I'm actually I'm not in need, but I do I want some of these cosmetic upgrades and stuff like that, so I'm kind of interested to see how this one works. So we've got an hour just like last time, only 7 entries though, and I guess we're just gonna hop right into this one. Gotta use a potion. These do cost quite a bit of stamina, so there is that maybe as a potential issue, but I would imagine if you've got the extra coins to spare on these dungeons, like if you've been summoning and you have excess coins, you're probably going to have the coins to buy stamina potions and stuff like that. So let's do this one really quickly. There's probably, honestly, a better team to do this with, but I just kind of want to, I don't know, use my normal farming team because it makes sense. And because there's only because there's a limited amount of times that you can run it within the hour, you may be able to sort of min-max it, kind of like people do with the Super Awakening coin dungeon, where you just, you know, quit out of it if you don't drop a chest in the first little area here, and then you go as much as possible, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know the technical stuff behind all of that, and whether or not it would actually be worth it, because it seems like at least for the silver coin dungeon, the odds of you getting whatever out of the chest seems to be pretty random. And I would hate to like just try and re-roll over and over and over again just to end up potentially getting just extra like orange equipment enhanced stones. Like, that just sounds awful. So not really something that I would think would be worth it, but hey, maybe if you're really into min-maxing and stuff like that, you could try your best, do whatever you need to do. So we do lose our ultimate gauge. I still have that on, actually, which is quite surprising. I may potentially be able to rush my ult again. I think that actually refreshed the buff, though. Getting my ultimate move gauge full again. I think it did. No crits, come on now. Alright, so we just finished. And we just dropped a silver chest, which is kind of nice. Let's see what we got here. So 3, 5, 5, 3. Honestly, not bad with those rates, those drops. I mean, if you're potentially just getting 3 of each, I mean, I guess it just depends on how many chests you actually drop and stuff like that, but doesn't sound bad. We'll come back. We'll see. Well, hopefully, if my game doesn't crash this time, it should show us what we got overall throughout the entire run. So, fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay, luckily, we did not crash the game or anything like that, so that's really nice. We got 53 of the attack ones. Sorry, I keep muting the game in between because I don't want to hear the game grind. Only 24 of the fabric ones, which is okay. I kind of needed these cosmetic ones, the cosmetic ones the most, like the headpieces and stuff. But I would say, honestly, this wasn't terrible. Like, I mean, if you have the 20 gold coins to spare, I mean, it's pretty decently worth it. I mean, I think I don't need the attack ones the most, so it's a little unfortunate that the RNG kind of rolled that way. But I mean, honestly, this one wasn't bad at all. I mean, people were saying that this one was a pretty good one. There's only 7 runs, which is a little unfortunate. But I mean, hey, it's just for extra coins and stuff like that. If you're not going to use them for anything else, or just, you know, you're willing to spend them instead of Super Awakening and stuff, maybe it's worth it. But on to the big one. I think that this one has the potential to be either very, very good or very, very let down. I don't know how many runs you get in this one specifically. You do still unlock it for an hour. Weekly unlock reset on Monday at midnight. So we're going to use a bunch of characters that I already have 6-6'd. I really don't want to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so how many runs do we get? We get 6 runs. So I think if possible, I'm just going to go in. I'm probably going to just try to go ahead and play these all out, but I'm going to skip forward for you guys so that way you don't actually have to like watch it. And I'll come back with the results. Hopefully the game doesn't crash like the first time, and just like with the gold dungeon, we can sort of see all of the rewards that we get through the whole thing. But you never know with this game, on BlueStacks at least. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so unfortunately my game crashed like 800 times and I'm a little upset about it. And I tried to change teams a little bit and try to see if I could get something different going, because honestly this stage was pretty tough. Like it's 3 spiders that you fight in the beginning, and they'll put poison on you and stuff, and then they just start doing like really good damage, so you basically just have to try to lifesteal as much back as possible. I ended up starting to use attack food because I needed the extra damage to try to burst them down quicker, so that way I could get to the second phase of the fight. The second phase of the fight was just like a big dragon, and it's just him, and he revives at like a little bit under half HP whenever you kill the first health bar and everything like that on it. So it was very interesting. The drops themselves, though, were pretty disappointing. I would say I got probably like 4, maybe 5 pendants altogether, which is kind of crappy. That could just be my bad RNG, though. As far as these go, I maybe dropped like 10, 11, 12 maybe. I think I dropped more of these than anything, and then I had 90 of these engraving stones, so I dropped 9 of those. Not really sure how many of the SR pendants or anything like that I got, but honestly, for 6 platinum coins, this was trash. I don't even want to have to deal with this ever again. Honestly, if you're gonna do any of them, just do the gold coin dungeon, because it's actually halfway decent, and you know, farming out those cosmetic upgrades and stuff like that can be a real pain trying to go through demons and stuff like that, especially if you don't have like the certain characters with the costumes or whatever like that to guarantee which demon you get, or guaranteeing you get an extra cosmetic upgrade and stuff like that. So just you can avoid all of that by just doing this one. It depends obviously on how many summons you do and stuff like that, because you're going to end up with excess coins and stuff, but honestly this one was super cool. The other one, this one's okay-ish if you just have like a million of these silver coins that you just want to get rid of instead of buying you know, just AP potions and stuff like that. But I don't know, even me, who I sit on a whole lot of these silver coins and stuff like that, I don't know how often I'm going to do this. I think I would much rather just use the actual anvil dungeon and stuff like that, but I don't know, it was okay. So honestly, overall impressions, not really that great. I mean, it's, I guess, a welcome addition, just because, you know, you have the option to do it. It's there. If you have just a ton of these coins and stuff like that, I would assume they're going to benefit more for whales than anything, who, you know, just have a bunch of excess coins and stuff like that to spend on areas like this. But I don't know, it's okay. I mean, the gold coin dungeon is top notch. Actually, I would be more than happy to recommend this one, but the rest of them are kind of meh, if not bad. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to go over today. It took me a lot of frustration to keep doing this because of the BlueStacks crashing and everything like that. I'm gonna have to look into trying to figure out how to get the settings better on that, so that way I can fix this thing. But that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.